Set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal. And I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Later, two.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, twisting away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will start their initial drive at their own 20-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one. Now they'll run it on the toss.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over them. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Christian Kirksey not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Now, 181, later 1. Yo, Chief. 182.
Now Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost. in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
To throw his Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Larry Ogunjobi. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out and short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now, that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Carr on the bootleg. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
You're mine. 7:34. 7:34. Hey, 7:34.
On 1st down, Carr. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Off the bootleg. Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A Raider 1st down as Carr finds Cooper. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. On 1st down, Murray. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Raiders, the former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
Get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Carr throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Roberts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. 10 more there and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
to the ground. This time Lynch. A strong running. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And the Raiders have got him. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Taylor. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Tyrod Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll look to set up his blockers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. He's got daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, after the success they had on the 2nd play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down. Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Steps away to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, 7:34. 4
down, check, 4 down.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
We got three.
From midfield, here's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They go play action with Taylor. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And they'll run it here. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Taylor. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Go. Get set. White Monday down.
Here's a give to Lynch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Coming down. 694. Down.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Down. Hey, 734.
51's Mike. Mike's been...
Go. Get set. Let's
Off the bootleg. Carr. Wide open. Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Carr now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Down. Wide 88.
You don't want none.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Sack, baby.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch 10. Single receiver.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to let it fly. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Get set. You're wide 88.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the backer.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Carl Nassib in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Raiders on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdote.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Express.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on second down. Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Running for it, here's Lynch. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. I'ma bake it, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'm gonna need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'm a stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stuff. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matt Black, liquor clean. There's places in and I'm a local. Cooking up tonight. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here in your pockets. I don't do that. You might frisk me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. You gonna get there?